I think it's really wonderful that Queen's University is able to host an exhibition of Liu Shiming's work. It's really amazing that we get to have a global artist, an artist with such renown, for students to actually be able to see the work in person.
I just want to welcome everybody here and welcome you to the Liu Shiming Spirit of Daily Life. Through art, we can not only understand each other, but we can begin to build the necessary changes to have a more sustainable and equitable future together.
It's a kind of work that we don't have that much exposure to here in Canada. It introduces students to a different part of the world, a different way of life than they're accustomed to seeing. And so the exhibition was consistent with our vision for the department, which is to embrace diverse art forms, global cultures, and to give students the opportunity to study and experience in those different areas.
Thank you to the Liu Shiming Art Foundation and Queen's University for granting me this opportunity. 谢谢您们，非常感谢您们对我这次展览的信任和帮助。
He has so much humor and charisma in a lot of his pieces. An interesting piece that I really liked was his nude sculptures that he made as a student at the Central Academy of Fine Arts in Beijing. Knowing that he has this very technical upbringing and then he creates these very gestural and playful sculptures, it is an interesting background.
I like the places where he puts a lot more detail into the faces, and other times when it's left as a vague sort of, but you get the feeling from the face. I like to look at the hands and how he uses the gestures of the hands to bring across what he's trying to put across.
Liu Shiming's work is very unique in that it brings so many cultural intersections together and collaborations together. I think it's fascinating to know that he didn't leave the Republic of China for the majority of his life, yet the influences that he has from multiple cultures is felt throughout his artwork.
I really enjoyed the piece of the apartment building with the figures in front, the really almost modernist building, very clean, shiny building, and then the absolutely beautiful little people in front having a conversation themselves. I think it really highlighted the idea of connection among people and how important that was for the artist. I have a really strong interest in materials, and I'm really interested in the finish on sculptures in particular, and I loved the way he modulates the finish across the different sculptures to evoke different senses.
Actually, the piece Eternal Love, a continuation of life, the finish on it is beautiful. Honestly, from a distance, I didn't even think that it was bronze. It looks so much like wood. The artist captured the beautiful wood grain, the cracks in the wood, naturally occurring patterns.
The Liu Shiming Art Foundation awards scholarships for future generations of artists, art historians, organizes exhibitions, and supports research and scholarship on the work and life of the artist. Reflecting on his life, he said, "You should look at life like a child does. When you take the perspective of an innocent child, everything in life feels fresh."
I think it's quite impressive for an artist to make something that looks from that place of being an inner child and not use color to achieve that. There's no color to it, but it feels colorful. He achieved that by just making it out of organic shape.
Thank you all, and thank you to Queen's University for hosting us.